In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about contract approval workflows, what they are, why they matter, when to use them, and how to set them up in Juro. Firstly, what is an approval workflow? Well, an approval workflow is a defined process that a contract must go through before it can be signed. It outlines who needs to review or approve the contract, and when, ensuring compliance, risk management, and alignment across departments. Think of it as your safety net. Whether it's legal, finance, procurement, or sales, everyone gets visibility and control before anything is agreed. Why are approval workflows important? Well, without structured approval workflows, contracts can sit idle in inboxes, or worse, be signed without the right approvals. That's not just inefficient, it's a compliance risk and a productivity killer. Approval workflows bring much-needed control and visibility to your contracting process. They reduce legal and commercial risk by making sure the right people always sign off, and they do this without slowing the process down. Approval workflows are especially important when you're handling high-value contracts, when there is sensitive legal language involved, or when multiple departments need to provide input into the agreement. Whether it's NDAs, MSAs, employment contracts, or supplier agreements, workflows ensure that nothing gets approved until all the boxes are ticked. For example, a typical contract approval workflow might look like this. 1. A contract is created by a sales rep, often using an existing contract template. 2. That rep shares the contract with the legal team, often a general counsel, to review the legal terms and make sure they are accurate and airtight. 3. Once legal have checked the contract terms, the finance team review it for anything related to payment terms, ensuring that everything from the billing currency to the payment schedule is aligned with their recommendations. 4. Eventually, once all relevant stakeholders have reviewed the agreement and marked it as approved, it can be sent for signing. Now you know what an approval workflow is and when to use them. Let's explore how you can set these workflows up in a platform like Juro. 1. Select your approvers for the contract you're working on and assign them in Juro. Want the contract to be approved by certain people in a certain order? No problem. Simply switch on approval orders and drag and drop your selected approvers into a sequence you're happy with. Step 3. Once you're happy with your approvers and their order, you can set up an approval request. This is as simple as clicking a button and adding a custom message. It's a great opportunity to guide the approver on what you want them to review and approve in particular. Now let's turn our attention to what happens once an approval request is sent. The approvers will each receive an email, like this one, asking them to review and approve the document. If you set up an approval sequence, the second approver won't receive this until the first approver has taken action. This notification gives approvers a quick and easy way to access and sign off the document. Alternatively, if you spend a lot of time in Juro already, you can find the approval request in your to-do folder. Simply open the contract you've been asked to approve, review the terms, and make your decision. At this stage, you will also have the opportunity to redline, add comments to, and make suggestions for the agreement before you approve it. But we'll get into that in another video. This process continues, and the document is automatically forwarded to the next approver until all parties have agreed on the contract's terms. It really is that simple. If you're managing contracts and still relying on scattered emails or clunky PDFs, it's time for an upgrade. Try Juro and see how automated approval workflows and an end-to-end contract platform can transform your workflow. Visit Juro.com and start a smarter way to agree.